for our survival. It has been done by any leader. Unfortunately, toward the end of Mahathir we started, but somehow I was ministry, kita mula juga saya Ministry of Science and Innovation. Saya benda innovation, saya pun pada ketika itu, it bothers me, apa itu innovation? Saya fikir, then we go back to school. Saya pun kadang-kadang ada the idea, maybe because I spent a long time in university, 3 tahun, I graduate 1 year, saya buat master, sampai 3 years PhD, 1 year saya mengajar almost 10 years. Saya ada di prinsip kampung, kalau pisau, lama dah tak sah, ditumpuk. I think, I presume brain is like that. To me, I can't speak for others, I speak for myself. So I decided I took 2 months off and to probably the first minister at the time. To sabbatical for 2 months. Was a president at the time. Saya pergi duduk di Boston for 2 months. Morning saya pergi ke to Sloan School of MIT Technology side. Petang saya pergi Harvard. Looking at it, I think innovation are 2 issues. The science technology side, the other one making product and creation of jobs. The economic side the issue, the commercialization side. And I supported by a few consultants, McKinsey and Boston Consulting, few others. But then it became a government policy. Saya punya worry at the moment sekarang ni dengan Jakarta. Bila benda ni is not that easy. A lot of nations have started so-called innovation economy, tapi has not done very well. In biotech, those of you biotech, Germany has done very badly. France has not done so well. Why? Kalau you tanya, saya akan bagi lesson, pasal saya nak bagi tahu. And America has done so well. Why is it? Is it because less Nobel Prize out in Europe more here? I don't think so. My own view is not the sciences part. It's a process of converting the knowledge into jobs, the knowledge into products and economy. And America seems to do well than others. It's not one singular factor. We can debate after this if you want. Yeah. Saya nampak beberapa faktor antaranya, those people yang kalau you nak, those yang buat biotech, I can email to you some of the papers I did. Sikit saya pandangan saya. Pertamanya, kalau katakan in biotech, if you begin with 10,000 compounds, yeah, at the stage where you start doing your work, basically one saja yang jadi blockbuster. And the cost at the moment to produce a blockbuster at least 1 over billion. Last time 2 years ago, 1.2, now I don't know how much. It's nothing less 1 billion. Itu one compound. And then so how do Malaysia position ourselves to create this new job of tomorrow, like biotech? Antara projek yang saya mula itu, kita buat work with MIT. Kita nak convert our oil palm into biodegradable plastics. InsyaAllah masa saya dulu saya come up with $10 million to work with MIT and supposed to come up with a pilot plant within this year or next year to produce biodegradable plastics. So based on your question, I can talk a bit more about innovation and then of course the funding, the venture capital. Lepas itu, kalau you have a product itu come to the market very late, somebody else comes first, it's not good. How wonderful your technology is not good, somebody else come in. For instance, katakanlah macam today, you come out a very beautiful software to operate a PC. Can you compete Microsoft? Forget it. You can, because Microsoft over the market already. Lepas itu, you have to have entrepreneur. Kita di Malaysia, fortunately, kita punish failures. Dia kata fail, bungkus hantar tembak tu. But di sini, most venture capital company, they told me, the venture capital, if they want to hire somebody, have you failed before? So failure is an entry of success, kita punish. That has to change in the country. So ada benda saya akan ulas kemudian. Lepas itu, politics ni, to finish with, and then I will ask a question. Saya melihat politik ni, jangan lihat semasa. You must talk about a generation. Kalau boleh macam agama sendiri, dia kata, why don't we start Islam, dia kata mata kita sendiri. Dia isi comparative religion. I kata next year. Saya sendiri di embassy, saya malam tadi saya hari Jumaat, saya semalam di Capitol Hill. Ada few American sana yang bagus yang saya nak bawa dia nak baca pasal dah mula di mesti sebulan sekali sama jemaat nak panggil American buat baca khutbah. I might not share, doesn't matter, listen. Maybe I won't call them again, doesn't matter, but must try. Saya kalau takut lah, tersalah cakap lah, macam mana, I will never do it. I will try, we'll see what happens. Sejak juga di sini, kita di sini. Kita ni orang kata berpekanan di Amerika. Mengapa tidak sama ada isu ekonomi ke, isu agama, panggil juga tokoh Amerika datang cakap. Mungkin kita tak boleh setuju dia, doesn't matter. Lepas itu kita, ni karut lah mereka mana Islam ini, doesn't matter. But it create that debate. It open up our eyes, our ears, our thinking. That yes, there are people who think this way, we might not share, doesn't matter. But there is other thinking, there is other version of Islam. Dan kita berpandu pada akidah kita lah, cara-cara kita. Tapi we must open our thoughts and mind. There are people different. Saya nak cerita masa saya sendiri, tasawuf tafsir Islam. Saya pertama kali pergi umrah. Sebelum saya habis 7 kali tawahan, kedua kali apa ni semayang. Juga 20 kali. Sebab saya tak tahu nama dulu. Kalau perempuan pegang bau saya, batas semayang. Saya tahu perempuan Pak Hitam pegang bau saya. Pergi ambil semayang kali 20 kali. Lepas itu tanya Ustaz, aku tak tahu dia. Sebab kita belajar di kampung, kalau perempuan pegang, kita terpegang perempuan pegang kita, batas semayang kan. Tahu, bisa ada semayang kan? Ambil semayang dulu. Begitu juga, ambil air semayang sini. Tengok yang aku datang. Tak kepasal ambil air bilik semayang kan? Tak ambil api campur. Betul! Baik tak? Hang katakan ya ke? Ya, tahu lah. So, bagaimana apa yang kita diajar di Malaysia tentang agama dan suasana kita yang 100% orang Islam. Dasar Islam kita kalau pada mereka yang hanya tinggal di kampung di Malaysia, okey lah. Tapi pada kita yang belajar di luar negara, yang mungkin bekerja di sini, SRS2 live, atau separuh dulu sini, separuh dulu sana, atau 90% yang the Islam got to be seen different view. That concept of Islam, model Islam for Malaysia, unique in Malaysia, suasana kita berbeza dengan apa itu Islam, nak praktisnya, isu akidahnya, praktisnya, di sini mesti berbeza. So, I suggest besok, kalau ada ni, get somebody talk about comparative religion. How they see differ between Islam, between Christianity, between Jewish. Saya baca sendiri. Kalau anda tahu, anda baca sendiri, betul tak? Walau Ibn Sabu dia tanya je. You're strong, akidah kamu kuat, betul dia apa? Kalau goncang dengan yang lain tanya kodong dulu. Kau selawat balik kan? Muncak balik. Bermakna, my challenge to you, tadi I share to your end tadi, you must be open, your mind, your thought to the different of views. You have to be polite, even though you disagree with him vehemently, you must be polite. Janganlah kita ni, kalau tak setuju nak balik kasut, kalau balik kasut, betul. Saya antara tokoh saya jemput datang kemari, saya baru satu universiti di Washington jemput saya, seluruh nama tadi. Dia ada satu, dah dapat tahu dia ada bagian kajian Islam, saya nak buat tokoh-tokoh yang saya dapat datang kemari. Itu expose dia. Saya setuju lah. Datang. Cara nak tunjuk kat kita punya UMNO itu kena ubah.